Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome back to some more Star Citizens. Now, over the past couple of weeks we've had quite a lot of updates from RSI, Star Citizen. The first one being the planet side, first person aspect of the game. So we've actually seen a little bit of artwork on the planets and some of the stations as well, which is called Stanton 3, which looks absolutely fantastic. You can actually see now they've actually gone from having sort of artwork to the point where they're actually putting it actually into game and actually making it so you can actually walk around it now. And I must admit, you can see the fidelity and the detail there. It just looks absolutely fantastic. So far, I'm really pleased. I would like to see maybe a little bit more objects around the place. It looks a bit too open, but I think one of the actual messages does say there that it'd be crowded with people and so on, so that would probably give it maybe a bit more sort of the immersive factor. Now the next thing we're actually waiting for, which was I thought it was actually going to be last week, but it looks like it may have been delayed, which is patch 12.5. We know it's on its way. That's going to hopefully address the rubber banding issue in the multiplayer. I'm still not in the multiplayer as of yet, and I'm pretty certain that Star Citizens will not be increasing it until they've sorted out the fundamental issue that they have currently. A couple other things as well which we're aware of, pretty significant actually. We know now that the first two missions of Squadron 42 are playable, so I was quite surprised by that actually. I don't know if they've actually implemented the mocap or not, but they're playable, so something to really look forward to. So if they're actually physically playable, I can't really see what the actual delay is. I suppose the only probably delay now is maybe getting some other ships into the game so we can have a little bit more interaction in the game with other ships. Now a couple other things as well. 48 million. Massive amount, guys. And there was actually a vote on the forum as well to see if everyone wanted to carry on doing the stretch goals. And believe it or not, I was quite surprised actually. 54% voted yes, so they continue doing the stretch goals. I can't see there being any harm of it because look, at the end of the day, people are going to buy ships anyway. So whether they tell us how much they've how much money they've made from the crowdfunding, it doesn't really make any difference, is it? Because they're still going to get the money. It's just if they show us or not. And I like it because we get things as well, guys. Every time we hit a stretch goal, sometimes we get a little perk or something like that, which is pretty cool as well. Now the next thing that actually I won't say I missed off. I like doing ship reviews, guys, but the only issue that I have, I normally like, I prefer walking around the ship and seeing it, and there has been lots of other ships that have been released, and I suppose the one that's probably, in the closest vicinity is probably going to be the Side Gladius, which I did take a look at. You can't walk around it, obviously, you can only look at the images, and I put some images and I won't call it a video. There was a little tool you could actually get to have a look around the ship, and I did a little bit of recording of that to take a look at it as well. Looking at the stats, it's a light fighter. It's going to be nothing too serious. Very, very light fighter. It pretty much it has a good weapon set. The main thing is actually it's got about, I don't know, it's about 50% lighter than all the other fighters. I said fighters. If we compare like the 325A or the Hornet F7 and the Gladius. The Hornet's got around about 22,000 kilograms. The 300 series around about 20. And just to put it in perspective, the Gladius is 9,000, so it's pretty significant, really. Now, of course, it does. You do lose maneuver thrusters and so on, but at the same time, you've got to look at it this way. Of course, it's smaller, it's lighter, so it's purely on the basis, it's going to be a light fighter. I didn't go for it personally because at the time when it sort of went live, there wasn't really enough information on it, and I'm not really a sort of a PvP myself, sort of PvP person. I'm more sort of PvE really. Still looks like a really good ship, so we'll have to wait and see further on down the line how that one turns out when we get it in our hangars. Now the next update we've had, we know the asteroid hangar's pretty much, well, we say pretty much finished now. I'm making an assumption what RSI are planning on doing is to release the hangars in one batch. So what we're going from at the moment, sort of static hangars, which is the first three hangars bar the asteroid hangar, to hangars where they're actually modular, where we can actually bolt on additional rooms to the current hangars. Now we've seen some artwork. Well, I say artwork. We've seen a sneak peek, let's just say, of the business hangar. It looks nice. I was quite impressed with it. Quite exciting for all of us actually, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I like all the hangars how they are, but the fact that they're going to get a refresh and make them look even better is absolutely fantastic. So something I'm really looking forward to. And I didn't really like the deluxe hangar, I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I always found that the business hangar had a lot more light, and the deluxe hangar seemed a lot darker. And I think the shiny floor everywhere and all that sort of, it was a bit too much. So hopefully they dull it down a bit and make it look a slightly more sort of, not necessarily used, but less, you know, less shiny as such. So I've put in a, I've got the little clip from the Star Citizens video, and I've slowed it down so you can actually see in a little bit more detail of actually what they've actually done with the business hangar. Now we have to make the assumption that what they're probably planning on doing is doing the final 2 hangars, and once they've completed them hangars, then we'll probably get a patch, and then we'll all have the latest hangars. Now I suppose the next question is once that's actually done, will we have the ability at that point to purchase, I'm assuming it's going to be with in-game money or UEC, modular parts to the hangar? I hope so. I don't know if it's going to be on the first iteration, but could possibly. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.